Welcome back, everyone. We're playing a little Cards and Castles 2, just messing around. We're going to jump on the ladder a little bit, play some games, and see if we can have some fun. Let's get to it. So what are we playing today? Well, I need to turn my lights on. My bad. I realize I'm like, wow, I look really shadowy. As you can probably tell, playing fire. Playing fire. My particular blend, my build, mostly because my collection is still in the process of growing, so we'll see how we do. Most of it's fairly standard. There are things that I would absolutely cut from the deck, given the opportunity, but I just don't have them right now. If I remember, I'll hopefully put the deck code in the description. Otherwise, hit me up and let me know, and I'll have the deck code and add it later. YouTube comments, do your thing. But yeah, the game plan here is, well, abuse a lot of the fire mechanics. As of right now, we haven't gotten a real significant change to... Wait, what? Draw a card anytime you discard. I don't even know how many discard cards there are, realistically. We'll get our Adept out there. We can backdraft. The problem is if they... Obviously, any blocker is going to be annoying. If they play something that can actually contest it, also annoying. They are Viking Pirate. Ooh, alright. Alright. So I don't think I want to invest a card to kill that, but we are going to summon a body. I'm not surprised by the early board clear existing. I'm a little surprised by playing it. I don't know about that one. Alright, so they're probably going to get a Kraken, I presume. Backdraft. We're also going to summon a Peasant. It might have been better to put one here, so that way we can try and threaten the library, but I'm not too worried about it right now. They haven't demonstrated anything to discard, and like I said, I don't know what to fear in this instance, to be perfectly honest. Now, we do have the opportunity to backdraft here and try and catch something. Yep. Smoked. The Overwhelm didn't go off, but we'll find a way to live with ourselves. We'll draw a card here, sort of. So we get a library. That's useless to me. We probably do have to kill this. I don't want this tagging our supply depot just because I don't want them getting cards, not necessarily because of any particular thing. And then we'll set up a backdraft so that way we can continue to try and keep tempo. We do have Rakanoth and we have Headmaster Saurus, so we can Rakanoth, followed up with Blaze, Headmaster, Blaze again, just kind of blow people out. Now, as far as I know, they should still get the Warcry. I don't see any reason that it would counter it. Yep, they went up 7, so... Now, we're 2 turns away from hitting the library, which is kind of obnoxious. Master at Arms, huh? We're gonna go here. I don't know what they have. I kind of want this, but I don't really care about killing this guy, which is what it's going to go off on. We're going to take Winds of the North. Put a token there. And then we're going to put the library out. I don't care about the library. Obviously, we have no synergy with it, so we might as well use it to help make their life difficult, trying to get to the supply depot. It's going to die, but the longer we can prevent that, the better, I think, anyway. Discard the top card of your deck, gain treasure equal to its cost. I guess that technically counts as a discard, even though, traditionally it would be a mill, So we're just going to kill this guy. I don't really feel compelled to Dragon's Fire this. It might be worth it, though. It might be worth it. This is actually interesting synergy. intensely awkward turn. I guess we could have Winds of the North, both of them, and then try and get more Dragon's Fire value or something. But I think we just want to set up Rakanoth. Oh boy. That is a very defensive Berserker. This is... Alright, so this does have Berserk. We're going to raw Rakanoth. I would prefer to hold it so that way I could play something with it, but we're just going to Blaze and hopefully clear their board next turn. They're pushing an enormous amount of damage. Oh boy, I don't know what the crap... Like, I know it... Does it pull everything or does it push everything? Can't remember, and I don't know what the stats are. Alright, well that's good. At least they didn't go face, but... We're gonna blow up the world. We'll move the Rakanoth. I think it pulls everything to the Kraken, but I don't remember what the Kraken's size is. It's a 9/8. We probably have to trade in. No, we'll Dragon's Fire, assuming that they don't remove this. That's a big boy. That's a big boy. We can body block with a token. Which is probably all best we can hope for. Wait, are you? Why is this Berserk? Oh boy. I didn't know that was going to be Berserk, so that's 8, 9... I'm not sure why that's Berserk. Like, I'm legitimately unclear. Oh, I needed to do this in the other order. That was a mistake. Ugh. So we're getting a lot of bodies because I'm going to need to clear stuff out. Definitely this. That's more threatening, I think. We probably should have just ran you up. I played that too passively, I think. I think we have to push that towards their base, towards their castle. Do you have enough damage to kill me out of hand with Contraband? Oh my god. Oh, that hurts. GG. You got me. All right, here we go. Second game. I think this is a different opponent. We had a weird starter in the last one, but yeah, that Kraken ending just brutalized me. I may have to go back and look. I didn't catch at the time what caused the... I didn't catch what caused the frenzy, or whatever the keyword is called, on the big dragon, and that really brutalized me. We already have one of these. I don't know what they're playing. They're Viking. This might be the same person. I'm not sure. I'm gonna go Touch of Life. That seems a little silly. Maybe I'm just feeling it from last game. But I have had many instances where I do want a little bit of healing with this build. I guess this. It's fire, at least. This doesn't seem very valuable for most of our stuff. I mean, there are things that we could save that would be useful, but... I kind of want to try the new Troll Toll, but I'm not really sold on it. Madness, I'm going to take the Madness thing. We could set up something really good. It's unlikely, though. That might have been an error. Might have been an error. So we have 3. Guess we're just rune trapping something. We'll see if they decide to put something there. I wonder how playable Rune Trap is in general. I don't really like it, but I've had some success with it, getting it off of some of these... Oh my god, really? Naturally. How can we remove you? 1, 2, 3, 4. That actually isn't bad, killing it with the Baptism of Fire. Madness doesn't let you hit buildings, I don't think. So they do get a card out of this. We get a Manticore. It's kind of mediocre. We're going to produce a body. Rather than play the hut, I think. Or Firestorm. I don't know why I would do that, but... Stop with these. Stop! We'll preserve the body for now. And... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, we're just going to play you. I think there's a max hand size of 10. I don't quite remember, so I don't know what will happen if I play the Strange Magician. Presumably, I'm just going to miss out on the cards. Alright, that guy's obnoxious. How are we going to deal with you? I don't really want to give you treasure. I don't know that we have much of a choice. We could Madness this, it trades here. Madness this and make it trade here. Like, that doesn't do much for us. Firestorm isn't helping me. We could double Firestorm. I don't really want to do that. I think we're just doing this. So we ramp them a little bit, which is annoying. It might have been better to play this guy, I'm not entirely sure. Also might have been worth playing the Firestorm before I played it just to damage this thing a little bit. And we could have played the hut, but I'm kind of holding it to see if we can dig for something that we actually want. I know it's not really digging, but you get what I'm saying. So they have 1 billion cards in hand. They have roughly 1 billion cards. And they don't really need to move this since this can't threaten it meaningfully. Oh, Backdraft works on that. Oh, because it protects it from, it protects it from attacks, but not from that. All right, 7. I'm 1 short of blazing this turn, which is awkward. That's pretty good. That seems pretty good. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We just don't... I don't want to waste the Magician. I don't want to waste the Magician. But if this is the same person and same build that we saw last game, Dirtling is not helping us. I also don't have Rakanoth to try and say, okay, I locked down the board, although it clearly didn't work last time. Then again, we haven't seen the library. So maybe this just happens. Ooh. That's a Minotaur. Yeah, you can't punch those. I also cannot kill it. at the moment, so... I don't really want... I don't want to give him cards, obviously. Yeah, I don't know why I did that. That was an error. So I'm pretty sure this can't hit buildings, yeah, so it's just going to move there. I'm surprised it didn't move here. Like, I thought it would move maximum distance to try and reach something, but clearly not. I don't have a way to get this out of combat, though. What I probably should have done was firestormed last turn. So that this coming turn I could... Well, that wouldn't have been enough. I was going to say firestorm into blaze, but that's still only 4. That's the problem. I don't want to augmentation this thing. We're probably just going to have to give them a card. We swing in, we blaze. And let it go. Yeah, we probably want to blaze this. I think. So flare. Okay. Now we don't have to do that. So we blaze. Medallion. Be off you. We move up. I was about to say, what traps did I play? And then I forgot these count as traps, even though they're not... Like, they're out on the board. You got a Merchant's Estate. Congratulations. Tenant Joff. 9? How much treasure did you have before? You had at least 1. Alright, apparently there's a max of 9 treasure. I didn't know that. Alright, we baptism here. Do this. Then I think we just wizard. Take the damage. I guess this guy. Ooh, a rat. Hooray. Possibly should have put the rat here. I don't know what AoE stuff they have. I mean, so this will allow this guy to dodge the deal 3 to everything. The Viking card. Kind of like this guy. This guy's interesting. Alright, there is that. There's a Kraken. Alright, so it's a 9/8, I believe. Is unconscionably obnoxious. Spell everything. I didn't even know this card existed. We're going to do this. Rakanoth seems good right now. Definitely Dragon's Fire. We'll put a peasant here so we can run it in. We could just overwhelm, but we'll see. I wasn't sure exactly how this pull was going to work. Like, was it going to pull in a line? Or I guess it tries to fill all the nearby spaces first. Although it's interesting that it pulled it down here instead of up here anyway, just because this is still next to it by this definition. Ha! Got him. Alright, so what does this do? Frostbite all enemies and add 2 frost cards to your hand. Fantastic. So I can't get this unless I sink the whole thing in, which I don't think we have much of a choice. So I'm going to School of Magic just a block here. We off the Kraken. And we maintain our board. So, like, this wizard can trade into this. Obviously, they're going to play Frost cards. Presumably, they got the AoE damage one. Super obnoxious, but what are you going to do? We can Rakanoth into Firestorm. That's only going to deal 2, so that's not enough. We don't have any gold. I must have accidentally clicked out because I think the sound was kind of screwed up there. Maybe saving it, because then we could... Wait, what did you just do? Hold on, units. Yeah, because if we had saved the school, we'd only do 4. So we kind of have to do this. It's awkward. Because we're going to lose the wizard. We do have the option to Mithril next turn, and this is just a 5-5 now, or 5-3 now. So we could blaze it next turn. Ooh. Oh, Shattering Strike. Brutal. Got him. They still have 6 cards. How do you have so many cards left? Yeah, these are guys with big butts. Very problematic for me. It feels bad when you blaze and you only get a 1-for-1. We're going to take 9 here and then probably die. Probably just die. I have to wonder, like, what am I playing this wrong? Presumably, yes. Or is this a bad matchup because things have big butts and my removal is damage-based? I also don't know what's in their deck. So, like, I'm not sure what to play around. Oh, yeah, we're dead. Even Blaze wouldn't remove anything here, so... This does 5... And then we die. Okay, maybe we're not out of it yet. Certainly close, but... We're buying time. But they still have a million cards, and we're behind so far on tempo that I don't really have a good way to steal it back. I don't think. I'm not sure what else I could draw at this stage, because I'm going to have to 2-for-1 myself just to kill this guy, and now there's Ragnar on the board. That's got to be game. Oof. Got me. GG. All right, here we go. Game 3. We're not up against that particular matchup again, so we'll see how we do this time. We do have a more, I want to say explosive start, but at least we're doing things other than playing peasants. Although the last game we did have imps early on, which is good. That's a bandit. I'll admit, I haven't really seen too many builds with druids, so I'm not really sure what to expect here. I don't know if I really want to go backdraft here either, but... 2-for-1? Nope. We don't hit this guy. Although it's not really a 2-for-1, they did get a replacement card anyway. Alright, so we dropped the knight. I should have put it down here. I mean, they might run in. Yeah, like, they might have enough stuff to kill it. So we're going to flare this guy. We'll get in there. Make a body. Alright, they took a turn off to draw a card, so that gives us a little bit of breathing room. Just a bit. This could be interesting. I don't think I would ever play that card normally. I should have done this first to see what we draw. Brontosaurus. I'm getting the sense our opponent is playing more my level of builds. Now, admittedly, I think the fire deck is good, although it may not be good anymore. I have to wonder. I should have put it up here. I don't know if there's any 9-square abilities out of this faction combo. I guess they could have, nice, the Eternal Life. Get wrecked. Got him. How tilting is that? That has to be freakishly tilting. I forgot what I was saying because that was just so distracting. Alright, we don't have a way to dispel this, which is unfortunate. We do have a Rakanoth, though. I wonder if we just play Rakanoth. I think we just slam Rakanoth. You either have to be here or here, so we're going to go here. I could have Dragon Fired this, but obviously it's not going to kill it, so... I don't think there's any way we get the displacement to push it here. And just like that, we're going to get a W. GG, we got him. All right, game 4. Let's see. Looks like a different opponent. Also, we're going to let this go. I kind of want the Incinerate to help deal with early game in the event that we need to. I did run into a bunch of Swarm decks the other day, but this is a fairly slow hand. I think I got to look at this deck again, although given the collection constraints that I mentioned earlier, I don't know how many options I have. This deck just kind of speaks to me. I do really enjoy it. We're going to go School of Magic first. It might be better to get the Flame Knight online first. Wait, what? View the next 3 spells in your opponent's deck. Okay, well, we're going to do this. Get rid of Expose Weakness. The other thing, the buff, the 4-cost buff, might be better to remove. I'm not sure. That's a Spitefish. Play one of these and get a Backdraft online. When you have School of Magic, it feels so much better. Everything getting that discount feels so much better. So the last game, as well as this one, seemed to be more my speed. Unfortunately, I kind of got dominated in the first 2 games, which is unfortunate. Not a whole lot I feel like I could have done differently. Oh, that is super obnoxious. Wait, what? You didn't attack in? I presume that means you can preserve this somehow. So we're going to try and... When it plays a card, add a copy of your hand. It costs 4 less. Okay. We're just going to kill this guy. This maintains our body. And, of course, we have Backdraft here. It would be nice if, as a quality of life thing, if when you hovered over this or clicked on it or something, it would show you... Oh, there we go. I have to right-click. I was left-clicking. So that way you can double-check without having to hunt through this. You got it. I guess we get a 2 for 1, sort of. Because it was the trap. Got yourself some contraband and 8 cards. That's less than ideal for me. Yes. Those are okay spells. And this trap is not spectacular, given what we have on the board, but... I also didn't really want to backdraft a building. I'll tell you that much. I didn't even catch what it was. Oh, the Merchant's Estate. You got it. I guess I could target those two, but I don't know that that's worth it. We'll get you online. I guess we do this. Get a Deadeye. Do we put the Deadeye out now? I think I do, even though we lose the 1 damage, just because this way it's online, it's ready to go, and start poking at things. They still have a billion cards, so if they play a board clear here, I probably just lose. Because we have, like, nothing. What do you save? That's interesting. I wonder if it's random or it picks, like, it starts from a side and then, like, goes top to bottom or something. I don't know. I'm curious how the game determines which thing it was going to save there. Alright, this could be very relevant. I don't know what they have. I'm going to take the Verdict. I want the Kabuki Mask, but I think Verdict is going to be very important given that all my guys are super frail and all my removal is damage based. They just have way too many cards. This is super frustrating. Okay, I was going to say, why would you mug that guy, but sure. So I presume this will counterattack. That is so annoying. So we could Firestorm and then Baptism and then play this guy. Or we could just Blaze and wipe the board. I don't really want to burn the Blaze. I think we're going to do this. This gives me something to do. Oh, this is going to hit my guy, though. I thought it was injured enemies. I didn't read it that closely. Whoops. I assume it's going to hit my guy. Alright, well, if you're going to Verdict the 1/1, sure. I am slowly bleeding them of cards, but... So this will address the peasant keeping this guy alive. Like, I don't know. My deck feels like garbage right now. The last few games, to be perfectly honest. Oh, because this guy's attack can't get increased because of sniper. That's why. I was going to say, why isn't he a 2-2? But that's the reason. That is, in fact, the reason. Alright, so we poke this guy, we blaze. Then we put a peasant out. I could frostbite here, but I think we're going with the card advantage plan. Although this is... I don't know. It's weird. This deck usually feels great, and it just feels like I'm doing nothing. Last few games, or mostly nothing. Ugh, that guy's not good. We're going to poke him and then verdict, but still. Potentially very scary. You, verdict, wizard, dragon's fire, clearly. I mean, I guess there's an argument for the other one, because then we could play two things in a turn, but I think we need the dragon's fire to make sure that they don't play something enormous like that. Ow. It's a lot of board clear. I don't really want an Eternal Life on that thing. Or a peasant, for that matter, but... It might have been better to go Rune Trap, but I don't think the Rune Traps are really worth it. I've decided after the last game, or whatever game it was. Sure. I will 1-for-1 that guy. By 1-for-1? Well, the other cards replace themselves, I think, so... This one doesn't, but this one does. Oh, no, it doesn't. I think the other half draws a card. So they bounce the Flame Knight. This guy's a 6/6. Alright, let's go looking. Yeah, we definitely want the Strange Magician. We will play said Magician. It's 3. I could freeze this guy. I don't want to waste resources, since I'm going to have to probably invest a bunch of stuff, and this seems a buff-based deck, so maybe it would have been better to just kill it outright, but... I totally forgot about my own trap, I'm not going to lie. Alright, I'm just going to kill this guy. Ooh, do we Rakanoth first? Do we have any fire spells we could play? Not yet. Probably have to wait on the Rakanoth then. Three, 4. Do this, you trade in. Here. You kill this guy. You trade in, and we overpower. Seems like an okay turn. Seems like an okay turn. They're out of cards. We'll drop Rakanoth, and that should be the game. Now, they do have a contraband, so... Sure. I have bad news for you, friend. Oh, we can't do it because of Frostbite? Lol. They've frostbit our castle. Yeah, that's not the top deck you wanted. Get him, Rakanoth. We got there. GG. All right, here we go. 5th game. Let's see if we can keep the streak going. I want actual board position rather than the hut. So we're up against Druid Ninja. I don't think I've seen this combination up to this point. We did get a Flame Knight. That's kind of what I was digging for so that we have something. Obviously, we can Peasant first. And opponent seems to also be having kind of a slow start. We're going to make them fight me. We're going to go Flame Knight first this time. So now they have to remove this and find a way to block this, which realistically is just trade in, play another Peasant unless they have something else in hand. I really like this guy. The Flame Knight is really what drew me to this deck to begin with. I'm surprised they didn't block this. We have 4. Definitely this. Well, there's an argument to use the 3x3 thing, or take the 3x3, but big bodies. This would have been nice to pull against either of our first 2 opponents. So maybe this deck just bullies people who don't have large enough collections, as opposed to this being an actual meta contender. I'm not sure. I mean, maybe it's fine and I have it built incorrectly, or I'm playing it incorrectly, or some combination thereof. So we're going to do the card advantage thing. This should make it cost 0. Oh no, because it's not the first spell. Ugh, that was a mistake. I was thinking, oh, well, I can flare this, which I could have done, but now this is going to trade. Super annoying. That was an error. No, it's not going to trade. They're going to Spirit Blast. I mean, I did come away with the bear, so there is that. Which we're clearly going to play. The discount here doesn't really help me all that much because I wanted to play the backdraft, but not available. Not an option here. The bear doesn't seem great. All right, you got another bear. We're going to blow it up. Pop you. Then we will... We're actually going to backdraft rather than Infestation. Infestation, I think, has... It possibly would be better here, doing that first. But this way we can set up further tempo advantage. Hopefully just blow up whatever their play is, or at least make it trivial to remove. Well, that's dead. I wonder if they knew that, you know, like they assumed that was going to be the trap. Clearly there's other options, but... Sure. All right, well, Infestation now. Do I kill this thing? I don't really want to. I think I'd rather hold the flare. I probably should have played Strange Magician and then killed this instead. This doesn't significantly alter anything. Well, I guess it does. I can blaze this turn and then run a token in. Specifically the peasants, so that these can connect with the castle. Alright, so we can keep pressure on. I think our opponent's just kind of screwed at this point. I don't think there's really much they can do to get out of this. Backdraft number 3. Mostly because the other card will mostly hit my own stuff. I have bad news for you. Well, actually, yeah, we do have the Dragonfire. For a second, I was concerned that I didn't have the Dragonfire. In fact, I have 2 Dragonfires. Alright, so we can go face, we'll make some tokens. And we'll be able to flare them out next turn, even if they have something. Well, maybe not entirely, but you get the idea. Our opponent has a billion cards, but don't think that this is what they need. And that helps. If they had played it back, how could they have played it? They'd have to like target this spot and then maybe get like 1, 2, 3, so that way they could kill the bear. Although they can get the bear now, if I didn't have that. Oh, wait, these things have evade? Oh, they have evade. All right, so they could have gotten the bear. They could have gotten the bear. In fact, they do get the bear, but I have bad news. Because we have another Dragonfire. GG, we got him. So, like I said, just a few quick games playing the fire deck. I do need to work on it because it did not actually stand up very well when I was playing against somebody who clearly had a decent collection. We did get a few wins, but I want to keep tweaking this, try out some other builds as I unlock cards. But that's going to do it for this particular one. Let me know how much you like cards and castles. Let me know down in the comments or hit me up on Discord. Of course, the Randoms Thoughts Discord is going to be in the description. But that's going to do it for now. So as always, everybody, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. And Black Lives Matter.